What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be doing gameplay with the brand new GOAT BOL. This card came out this past Friday. I'm just now getting a gameplay with him. Big shout out to my guy Kevin for letting me use his account to record this video. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend getting this card at this point in the year because, I mean, it's a lot of money. But that being said, he's a dog. Absolutely a dog. A 7'3" small forward. An incredible, glitchy, ridiculous card. One of the best big swings, whatever cards in my team, period. He's an extraordinary card and really, really good. I will say I do apologize. I'm only doing like 3 or 4 videos today. I'm not doing a lot of content. I just don't feel it today, to be totally honest with you. I'm like, I woke up and I just didn't feel good. Went back to bed. I was just like, I'm just gonna kind of take the day and relax. So doing a couple videos today, but not the normal 8 that y'all are probably expecting. Same thing with tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm helping my brother move, so I'll be busy for most of the day tomorrow too. So I'll probably have like 2 videos dropping tomorrow, just taking a couple days to like chill a little bit more, and then we'll be back to grinding, man. But uploads may slow down a little bit over the next month or so until 2K26, but we're gonna try to be pretty consistent for the most part still. So with that being said, BOL 7'3", 99 everything. The card is absolutely nasty. I mean, he is 40 legend, 99 everything, 7'3" small forward. Like, that by itself is pretty extraordinary stuff, is it not? I mean, that's gonna be one of the glitchiest best cards in my team. And look, SIGs are perfect at 7'3" at small forward is pretty ridiculous. This is one of the best cards in the game, without a doubt. That being said, I don't know. 60 GOAT pieces is a lot of money, considering you get what, 6 from each Hall of Fame box. Is that right? 5 or 6? I don't even remember. I haven't really opened any of these HOF boxes since they started this GOAT festival, but I think it's 5 or 6 from the HOF boxes. So you open some HOF boxes, you're still gonna have to spend a bunch on other packs. I mean, this card is a easily $500 card, isn't he? Easily. Plus, like, it might be more than that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much this cost, but I gotta think it's a pretty expensive amount. These 60 card pieces, players, I should say, unless you are willing to grind a truly extreme amount, are going to cost a lot of money, man. And to me, that's not in the slightest worth it. That being said, that doesn't take away from how good the card is. I am excited to use him, but I will say you also don't need to feel like you need him just because he's the best small forward in the game, just because he's one of the glitchiest, biggest cards in the game, especially positionally relative. Look, that doesn't mean you need him. You know what I mean? He's going to be, this is not a card you're going to play against barely at all. People don't have this card. You know what I'm saying? There's not very many of him out there. There's not very many Sean Bradleys and Goat Yao Mings and other cards like that. You don't need those guys. You can compete against them probably with attainable cards for the most part. And if you do play them, like, try your best to beat them. And if not, you're probably not gonna play him for most of the time. You know what I mean? You're gonna play a lot more teams that don't have this type of card. So is he one of the best cards in the game? Yes. Is he the best small forward in the game? Yes. Do I really care that much? Honestly, no, not really. Because you're not going to see this card and he's not worth spending hundreds of dollars to get. So that being said, let's hop into a game. Let's see what BOL can do. Alrighty, hopping into this game. Our opponent does have a pretty good option to counter BOL in Larry Markkinen, who's a 7' small forward. That being said, nobody can counter BOL at small forward, to be totally fair. Guys like E and Larry Markkinen and Chet Holmgren and guys like that will be pretty competitive, pretty good options, but nobody is going to be with this BOL card as the small forward position. Just be aware of that right now. Now, that being said, this dude, we'll see how good of a player he is. His team is not bad at all, considering, I mean, I have the best team imaginable, pretty much. Maybe not literally the best team, but pretty damn close to it. My opponent doesn't have that, but he's got a pretty solid squad with some good size. And I mean, it's going to be at least hopefully a pretty competitive game. So we'll see what happens. That was almost a turnover right there. Pump fake. And I'm just going to drive the ball, reject the screen, and all the way to the rim. I mean, this is the thing that makes this card so OP, is the way that he moves with these types of SIGs at 7'3" at small forward. Is just like, you're just not going to be able to stay in front of him because he's going to make one dribble move and just be past you, and then you're not getting a recovery stop animation on him because he's so much bigger than almost everybody who's going to be guarding him. You know what I mean? So I come over here, I defox cross, and I'm past him, and then it's like you're forced to way over rotate, and even then there's a good chance you're not going to get the stop. You know what I'm saying? The amount of space he covers with that De'Aaron Fox crossover, or with his Garland escape, or his Garland burst, or his Curry escape is just ridiculous. And that's true about all these cards that have these perfect SIGs, but when you're a small forward, it makes it even more challenging to stop because he's the 3rd smallest player on the court. You know what I mean? He's not the biggest guy or the 2nd biggest guy, even in a lot of, like, if you have, even if you, I don't know, for a person who has this card, they probably spent a lot of money. So that means they're also going to have other 7'4", 7'5", 7'6", super good big men, right? And BOL, you can't put your Wimby on him. You know what I mean? And not to mention, most people's Opal Wimby isn't going to be able to compete with this card. There just aren't big enough guys to really compete with him. Like, I guess Larry Markkinen and E are probably your best options. You know what I mean? For the majority of people, those are probably your best options. They are 7-foot small forwards that are decently affordable, but they're just not on the same level as this card, as good as they are. And especially E. I love this E card. I think his jumper's awesome. I think he's a really good all around card. And I think he's big and versatile defensive. Like, I'm a big fan of that card. Big proponent for him, as one of the better 100 overalls in my team, but he just has nothing for BOL so far, at least in this video. I mean, they clearly already has basically nothing for him. That was a terrible shot. I think we might already have a very flustered opponent is what I'm seeing here potentially. Boom, double escape here. Back to the double escape spam. Stop, pop, in his face, green. I thought I greened that. It's fine. Reset it again. Literally gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna double escape and just shoot it. Boom, green. Bow. I don't know, man. Cam Thomas base Oscar upper's a really good shot. This card is special, man. My opponent has given up already, and I don't blame him, because I probably would have too, to be totally honest. This has been he's not even really trying to get good shots, and I don't know. I don't blame him, because I don't know what you're supposed to do against this card. Like, he might, I don't know, he might be the most OP card in the game. Because at least at the center position, there's like a bunch of Yaos and Wimbies and Sean Bradleys and stuff like that. And even some more like attainable options like Big Z, who are physically able to compete. He's still expensive, and he's by far the best attainable center. But I don't know. BOL at small forward is pretty ridiculous. This might be the best card in the game. I think there is at least an argument to be... I think there's at least an argument to say that he is the best card in my team. I mean, you're seeing what he's doing so far. This dude I'm playing against doesn't seem like he's that bad in the game, and he just has nothing, like absolutely nothing for this BOL card so far. Crossover again, he gets a lucky bump, but that's also my fault kind of, and I think I just missed that. I did. I smoked that shot. I could tell I smoked it badly too. I don't know what happened there. Whoa, T-Mac, what in the... That was a crazy steal. I'm not even gonna lie. Come off of this peak again, shot. Miss. It's fine, because we got a 7-4 and 7-6 dude crashing the glass. We don't care. I just can put up whatever I want, because half the time they're going to get me an O board, right? Burst, downhill drive, hop step, E, you're too little. He makes a 7-footer look like a little kid. That's so funny. This card is so stupid. Look, again, I would never in a million years tell you to spend money on this card, but I would be lying to tell you that this is not a fun time. Just having one of the cheesiest, stupidest cards in the game is pretty enjoyable. Here's the thing. I get why people who have a lot of disposable income who play this game are willing to just blow money on cards, because they don't care about the money that much. And it's like having these ridiculous, glitchy, stupid cards, especially in in-game, it's kind of fun. You know what I mean? It's stupid. It's not great, but it is kind of fun. So I don't know. I'm enjoying this so far anyway, so I hope y'all are enjoying watching, because this is pretty fun to play with. This card is pretty dumb, but again, never in a million years would I recommend even trying to get him, because it's literally, I think somebody did the math, and it's like on average like a 90-hour grind to get this card in 1 week, which means you literally don't even, as I record this on Tuesday, I'm not sure you have enough time before Friday if you played the game 24 hours a day starting right now to get this card if you don't have the pieces for him already. Like, he is not a card that you can get reasonably at all unless you are a complete and utter like Carlo 221 type psychopath where you just literally do nothing but play the game ever. And still, I feel like anybody who plays the game that much, almost anybody who had ever played the game that much in 1 week would like not want to play the game anymore. You'd be like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to play 2K anymore for a while. Like, I don't know. It just, and especially, here's my thing. I wouldn't be as annoyed about this if it was, I would still think it's way too much and it's ridiculous if it was like, I don't know, October, and the game had just come out a month and a half ago and you're getting an opportunity to grind for the best card in the game, but it takes 75 hours in a week. Look, I'd be like, okay, that's really dumb and I don't have time to do that, and I don't think I'm still doing it, but at least I would understand a little bit more why people who are like really care a lot would consider it, I guess. But it doesn't make sense to me. I even then I would never like actually consider it, but now at this point in the year, I don't even know. It's so absurd to me to even think about potentially playing that much my team for one card. That being said, I would again be lying if I said he's not the best card in the game, so, or one of the best cards in the game anyway. He's been absolutely awesome in this video. So I hope y'all have enjoyed the gameplay as much as I have enjoyed using the card. See if we can get ourselves one more bucket here. He's really gassed, which is causing us to struggle a bit more here these last few possessions, but He's done a lot of very good things on the court, that is for sure. And we're gonna see if we can get ourselves one more here. My opponent is like full on stop Bol now, in a way that he wasn't totally when the game started. But he's gonna give me an open three. What are you doing, man? I appreciate you. I step into it and I green it. Let's go. Bol, 22 points, 9 of 17, 4 of 11 from three. I shot a couple questionable shots, missed a couple shots, but 22 points and only one rebound, was still like just really, really great stuff. And matched up against like pretty good cards, 7-foot small forwards, and they just couldn't do anything with him. This card might be the best card in the game. I really think he has an argument. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I will be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.